let me tell you about my worst experience on The Voice. So I had a pretty good run on The Voice. I auditioned with Fancy by Reba McEntire, and I wound up on the first ever Team Reba. I was only one round away from being in the top 5 and being a contender for the grand prize. But the night I was eliminated, I was heartbroken. Obviously, I was sad. I was disappointed, and I went back to the hotel room, and my family was there, and we were all just kind of hugging, and they were consoling me, and I was packing my things and getting ready to go home the next morning when production reaches out to me and says, hey, we would actually love for you to stick around for one more week and be part of a group number in the finale. And I thought, what a cool opportunity. Absolutely, I would love to stick around and sing with my other cast members and have like one big last hoorah on The Voice and to be in the finale. I would love that. So I answered back, I said, absolutely, count me in, I'm there. However, what they didn't tell me at the time was that the song that we would be performing would be a song from the Barbie movie. And also, not only would we be performing a song from the Barbie movie, but the entire cast would be dressed head to toe in pink. Now, if you've been around very long, you know that I am the woman in black. I wore black every episode. Every single moment that I was on camera, I was in black. I had my shades on, had my hat on, I had my look. So when they said, well, girl, you're gonna have to wear pink, I said, no, we ain't. And I really pushed back on it. I said, look, this is not what I do. This is not me. And they said, look, the only way that you can perform in the finale is to put on your pink, put on a smile, and get her done. Mad isn't a strong enough word for what I felt. So I called my mama and I said, get a load of what they want me to do. I ain't doing it. I'm getting on a plane. I'm out of here. And you need to understand something. My mama is the most supportive person in my inner circle. She is always the first person to say, yes, atta girl, you can do it. You can do anything. And she did not support this decision. She pushed back and she said, Jordan, I didn't raise you to quit and not finish what you started. Now you auditioned, you made it through every round, and you're gonna tell me that you're gonna stop one round short of finishing what you started because of what you gotta wear. But I said, yeah, I sure am. I ain't doing it. And she said, well, what does that say about you? What does that say about your family that raised you? What does that say to your coach who's believed in you and expects you to be there? What are you gonna tell her? And my mama had a point. And I dug deep, did some soul searching, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to do something that makes me so uncomfortable and so just feeling like I'm not even in my own skin, but I am a woman who finishes what she starts. And if that's what I've gotta do for one night to be able to join my cast members and my friends up on that finale stage and to have one last hoorah with them and make one more memory, okay, give me my pink outfit. When I walked into the wardrobe department and I saw my outfit hanging there, I started to cry. You just have to understand, I'm such a tomboy. It embarrassed me. It created this almost childlike response in me that I just cried. And the wardrobe people were so sweet. And of course, we'd all become friends by then, and they just kind of surrounded me and they were like, are you okay? And I said, no, this is anti everything that I am, and this just feels so wrong. And I was just, and it wasn't even sad tears, it was angry tears. I couldn't believe that I was so close to being able to perform on the finale, but that this outfit was standing between me and the finale, and I had to face that outfit in order to get on that stage. I stood there and I stared at that outfit probably for a good solid 10 minutes, just staring it down as if it were staring back at me. And I was just fighting it. I was just going, I don't want to do it. But finally, I just said, okay, I'm a woman who finishes what she starts. So I grab the outfit, I go into the dressing room, and I step into it. And I had to walk out of the dressing room. And that was a hard moment too, to not only wear something that you're uncomfortable in, but then to step out where your peers are also hanging around, people that you've come to become friends with and respect, and you're walking out in the most vulnerable way that you possibly can. And they were all, of course, super gracious and super kind, and they told me how great I looked, and they were wonderful, but it was a challenge. And at the time, I didn't have my signature hat. Obviously, my hat is, I'm kind of like Indiana Jones in that way. Like, my hat it's the final piece to the Woman in Black puzzle. When I'm on stage, when I have that hat on, I'm myself. And I said, I got one condition. I will wear this pink monstrosity, but you better find me a hat. And so they did. They found me a pink fedora wide brim hat like I'm used to wearing. And I topped off the outfit, and I also told them, you're not taking my shades. I will wear pink, but I will have my shades and my hat on, so help me God. And I did. And on top of that, on top of having to wear pink, we had to learn choreography. You know, the song that I sang when I got kicked off the show was a song called I Don't Dance. It don't get any plainer than that. Your girl don't dance. So I had to learn choreography, and I pouted through that too, and I was probably not a real fun person to be around that last week. I was real challenged and very vulnerable. And I will say I had to fight a lot of vulnerabilities and insecurities to earn my right to stand on that finale stage and to be part of it. But by God, I got on that stage, I wore my pink, wore my shades, wore my pink hat and my silver sparkly shoes, and I danced, and I did what I had to do, and I did finish what I started, and I can now say that I went from audition to finale on NBC's The Voice on the first ever Team Reba. And that is my worst experience on The Voice.